Erwachsenen mit Hilfe praktischer Übungen lernen sollten, ihre Gedanken klarer zu formulieren und wirkungsvoller und entschiedener auszudrücken, sei es nun in einer geschäftlichen Verhandlung oder bei einer Ansprache. Doch im Laufe der Zeit stellte ich immer deutlicher fest, dass diese Erwachsenen einen solchen Rednerkurs wohl dringend nötig hatten, noch viel nötiger aber einen Kurs über den Umgang mit Menschen, sowohl im geschäftlichen wie im gesellschaftlichen Leben. Gleichzeitig stellte ich auch fest, wie bitter nötig ich selber einen solchen Kurs hatte. Wenn ich heute an jene Jahre zurückdenke, bin ich entsetzt über meinen häufigen Mangel an Einfühlungsvermögen und Verständnis. Wie sehr wünschte ich mir, man hätte mir damals ein Buch wie dieses in die Hand gedrückt. Es ist von unschätzbarem Wert gewesen. Der Umgang mit Menschen ist wahrscheinlich das heikelste Problem, das wir zu lösen haben, besonders wenn wir im Geschäftsleben stehen. Das Gleiche gilt aber auch für den Buchhalter, die Hausfrau, den Architekten oder den Ingenieur. Entsprechende Haltungen unter dem Patronat der Carnegie-Stiftung zur Förderung des Lehrberufes haben die sehr wichtige und bedeutsame Tatsache aufgezeigt, die übrigens später durch zusätzliche Untersuchungen des Carnegie-Instituts für Technologie bestätigt wurde, dass selbst in so technischen Berufen wie dem des Ingenieurs nur 15% des finanziellen Erfolges auf das Konto des technischen Könnens gehen. Der ganze Rest von 85% aber dem Geschick im Umgang mit Menschen zuzuschreiben ist, der Persönlichkeit und den Tüchtigkeiten. Lange Zeit habe ich in Philadelphia und New York Kurse für Ingenieure gegeben, die vielleicht von mehr als 1500 Ingenieuren besucht worden sind. Sie schrieben sich in meine Kurse ein, weil sie nach jahrelanger Erfahrung und Beobachtung zum Schluss gekommen waren, dass die bestbezahlten Leute in ihrer Branche einfach nicht diejenigen mit den größten technischen Kenntnissen sind. Viele tüchtige Ingenieure, Buchhalter, Architekten oder Angehörige irgendeines anderen Berufs findet man jederzeit, auch für ein durchschnittliches Gehalt. Ein Mensch dagegen, der außer dem Fachwissen auch noch die Fähigkeit mitbringt, seine Ideen auszudrücken, eine leitende Stellung zu bekleiden, andere zu begeistern, eine solche Person wird mit Gold belohnt. Die Universität Chicago und die Vereinigung der Schulen des Christlichen Vereins junger Menschen haben eine Umfrage durchgeführt, nach der Teilnehmer befragt wurden,
Hello.
ob sie
Hello.
sich für eine Ausbildung
Are
in der
you okay?
technisch geltende Berufe
Yeah, I'm
interessieren
sound.
würden.
That's
Die
good.
Ergebnisse waren klar.
Oh,
Oh my god, Brian.
well,
That was a day.
was it?
I stood up very early.
You are? Still got work early?
Yeah, I stood up very early.
Oh, yeah.
Then I went for a run, like I told you.
Oh, what?
A run.
Oh, Ron, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I was running, I was top motivated. And then I sat down in my home office
Yeah.
and I called at least 32 people.
Is that a lot?
What?
Is that a lot? 32.
Yeah, it is a lot because I called 32 people between 9 a.m. and 12 o'clock.
Oh, that is short then,
Lunchtime.
Yeah.
What?
That is quite good because, I mean, you're talking to them for a bit as well, aren't you?
Yeah, it's like 3 hours for 32 calls.
Mm-hmm.
Like every 10 minutes, one call.
Yeah, that's good.
That's okay, yeah. And it was like I got like no's and no's and no's and no's and didn't accept the calls like that. And
Yeah.
then out of 32 calls, I got the attention or the interest from 4 persons. So I have dates with 3 persons, and one of 32 persons say to me that that she will come in our Zoom presentation.
Oh, that's good then, you got that many.
It's okay. I mean, it's not that many. I had to do 32 calls to get like the interest of 5 people or 4 people, better said. And then
Yeah, but you're going to get more that are going to say no, aren't you, than what will say yes anyway.
what?
You're bound to get a lot more saying no than what would say yes, because a lot of people,
Yeah,
they just,
that's my normal daily business. Yeah.
yeah,
So, I mean, if I am that motivated and do them calls, then it's my daily business. Yeah. Then I had lunch, and then I went out and went to a town
yeah,
where I got a date, business date, B2B,
yeah,
and there it was like a date, what I also made a call for, and I stepped in and talked to the company owner, and we had a good conversation, like for 6 minutes.
what was that again?
No, I went to the company building by car,
Yeah,
stepped in, had a very good conversation with the company owner, with the boss for 6 minutes,
yeah,
and then he's I don't know, he's no, I don't know the name for that. Secretary?
yeah, yeah,
Oh yeah, his female secretary came in, and I swear you, I'm a quite big guy. I'm 1 meter 85, and
yeah.
she is at least 1 meter 95.
Oh, what?
And
That's what did you say again?
you know what I mean when I say 1 meter 85 and 95?
Meter is in distance.
Not distance, height.
Oh, yeah,
I'm 185 tall.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So, and she was at least 195 tall.
What's that in feet?
In feet? What? You count that in feet?
Yeah, I learnt it in feet, didn't I?
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. My feet are like 45.
No, I'm on about in feet height.
Yeah, I know. And
Yeah.
I really don't know. What is an average feet high or length? I don't know.
I'm 5'11".
Okay. You are 5'11".
Yeah, 11 inches.
Interesting. Oh my god. Why do you count that complicated? It's just, you know what a meter is?
Yeah, I know roughly 3 feet, any.
Yeah.
So
But
I'm,
do you know the word meter?
yeah, I know meters. Yeah, meters the new
Yeah.
one.
1 meter, 2 meters, like, don't know. Table, for example, is like length 2 meters long.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Yeah. For example. And I'm almost 2 meters high. I'm 1 meter 85 centimeters.
You're 1 meter 85 centimeters.
Yeah.
How many centimeters in a meter then?
How many what?
So how do you work your one out again?
What? Say that again. What?
What's yours in meters again? Your height?
My height is like 1 meter 85 centimeters.
So how many centimeters do you go up to make a meter?
100. 100.
So you hold on, let's see that then.
I'm like almost 2 meters high.
So you're 1 meter 80 what?
85. 15 centimeters left to get 2 meters.
You're probably about as tall as me then, really, because I'm 1 inch off 6 foot.
Yeah, I don't know how long or high is an inch. I think you British people have the most complicated way to count that in the world for me, so. And I also don't understand why you count everything in miles and we count them in kilometers.
Yeah, but I think miles is better because it's less number. It's not so much of a big number.
No.
Do you know when I was a kid? Yeah, do you know when
it's not better because
No,
1 kilometer, 1 kilometer is 1,000 meters.
Yeah, but a mile.
1 meter is 10 decimeters. A decimeter is 10 centimeters, and a centimeter is 10 millimeters. So that's easy. It's all 10, 100, 1,000. That's the difference.
I think
miles is between it's like I don't know 700 meters about. I'm not sure. We don't count anything in miles. I just know it from the American movies, from the American films. Like it's 8 mile. It's I don't know. You know what I mean. Anyway, you know how long a meter is?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. So, and I'm almost 2 meters. I'm 1 meter 85 centimeters high. And she was 1 meter 95 centimeters. So she's almost 2 meters tall. Just 5 centimeters left. That's extremely big and tall for a woman.
Yeah.
And it's a long time ago I saw a woman tall like that. Anyway, she came into the office and asked, "So, what do you talk about?"
What's that?
You know, she came in the office of her boss and asked, "What did you talk about?" Or "What do you talk about?" And I was like in a sales conversation. And she asked, "What do you talk about?" Then she had so many dumb questions. And I wasn't able to I don't know, speak more about that conversation I wanted to hold.
Yeah.
And I don't know, she was like very, very unfriendly. And
Unfriendly?
yeah. And then What?
It's because she was taller than you.
No, it's not that. It's not because of that. She had like, I don't know the English word for that. It's like when you say something and somebody says like by meaning no because of, or just no. She made loads of she said loads of sentences where she said like no because that, and no because that, and no because that, and destroyed my whole conversation. And then she asked me the dumbest question I ever had. She
The
asked me,
what?
what?
She asked you what?
She she asked me the most silly question I've heard in like the last 5 years, I think.
Yeah,
You know, I was sitting there in that office with a
yeah.
mask because of the virus. The boss of the company also used a mask. And we had a distance between us like 3 meter 50. It was enough. And she came in and asked me if I do have a negative COVID test.
You know,
What?
you know something.
Yeah, like
People
if
that believe this virus that much and really go into it and follow the rules wholeheartedly
yeah,
always
it
seem
is.
to have that
And
attitude.
I also followed the rule. I had the distance which we have to hold to like what is it called, strangers by law. And I had a mask, one of these new FFP2 masks, and he too, and we had a good conversation. It was everything was law conform.
Oh yeah.
So, and she came in and asked me if I do have a negative corona test, like which was made in the last 24 hours. You know what I mean?
So they get in the last 24 hours.
Yeah, you know, when somebody is I don't know, when somebody made a corona test, it's like by the law it's good
Man,
enough to go. I don't know, for example, to the barber or something. Somebody who comes to you in a small distance, cause he have to cut your hair or something like that.
oh yes, yeah.
Then you need, in Austria nowadays, you need after the lockdown, since that week, our lockdown ended. Like,
Yeah.
not really, but the most of the shops opened again and something like that. And we got like strange laws for that this time.
Yeah.
And yeah. Anyway, we were law confirmed in this situation, and she asked me if I got a new negative corona test.
Yeah.
And I said, no, we have a business meeting, we have the given distance we have to hold, we have masks, and I don't know why you asked me that. And she was like, okay, if you don't have a new corona test, please leave our house.
That's
What?
fear doing that, you know.
What did he say?
That's the fear they're putting into people.
Putting into people?
Yeah, about the virus. See how fearful that person is.
Fearful.
Yeah, scared.
Yeah, extremely. And she destroyed our whole conversation. And I wanted to give him just because she also said like things like, I don't know what you're doing here because we have no money to buy something or something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
And it was like, I wasn't there to sell them like insurance or something, which is like, which affords like a big amount of money or something. I just wanted to make them an offer to get to get in contact to customers online better. And they were like, no, I give a fuck about new customers. We have no money, but I give a fuck about business. So, anyway, she was really unfriendly and she was like kicking me out. I never got kicked out anywhere. This was the first time in my whole life.
Yeah, you don't know where
And
to put
that
yourself,
was
yeah.
my first date with that software selling.
It's mad, ain't it?
What?
It's mad, ain't it? When
It
you first
is.
have it happened to you.
It is, yeah. So anyway, it was a hard first date, and then I've just met. I just went in other shops and restaurants
Yeah.
and talked to the people and asked for the boss to talk with them. Just called without a call before. And it was a quite unsuccessful afternoon. But I talked to one boss and made one more date next week.
That's good.
Yeah, and got his attention and interest too. And this was the I don't know the result of 5 hours work. So, and then I went to the home office of a business partner nearby,
Yeah.
and it was like Zoom meeting time to make these presentations. And I wanted to go inside the presentation, and also my this woman I called in the morning wanted to go in the online Zoom presentation.
Okay,
And we tried to log in, and I'm logging in. I logged in the last week every day in like 2 or 3 Zoom meetings. Every time there were no problems, and this time it wasn't possible to step in, and we were not able to participate that Zoom meeting.
It's a shite, ain't it? All this
Yeah, and
hassle.
I was like, oh my god, that can't be real. I called 32 people to come to that Zoom meeting, and then I'm not even able to make it, to participate it, and she's not too. And then I just had another call with her and talked a bit more with her about this, you know what I mean? About this offer, the software.
Yeah.
And she said, okay, yeah, no worries, let's do it next week again. And then I tried to get to know why it didn't work, and they every time sended like Zoom links on Telegram.
Oh yeah.
And this time they didn't. I used the link from yesterday and sent it to her, cause it was like routine to use in the last link.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was so silly. Nobody told us that we have to use, from now we have to use the link in like the calendar in the software platform.
And the what? The calendar?
So, look, they don't send us these links anymore on Telegram.
Yeah.
It's now in the software platform in the integrated calendar.
Oh, yeah, you get it from there.
There you can get the link, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And it was so unnecessary, that whole situation. You know, I worked from 9 in the morning till
Yeah.
now after that meeting, after that call. I had a conversation to my business partner also for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Or like 3 hours, but it was like, you know, conversations are not like, the most of the time it's not that big work for me. It's like, I love conversations. I live
Yeah.
for conversations. So it's like, I don't have a problem with that. So and I stopped working on 11 p.m. So I worked for
Diese Worte sprach Al Capone, einst Amerikas bekanntester Staatsanwalt. Der gefährlichste Gangsterchef, den Chicago je gekannt hat.
I worked for 14 hours this day.
Im Gegenteil als
How many? 14.
14.
40. Yeah, yeah.
14.
das Gleiche dachte
That's a lot.
Walk unter den Kugeln anderer Gangster.
Anyway, let's play the Flash Cup.
Einer der berüchtigsten Piloten von New York.
Okay.
Sich in einem Zeitungsinterview als öffentlichen Wohltäter.
Oh, accept that.
What's that?
Exception. Oh, you did.
Yeah.
Good. We have to be the best, one of the best duos in the region Europe.
You.
Yeah, I mean, we're in the region, I don't know what it's called again.
You mean this game? The
Yeah.
what I played? Yeah,
To
yeah.
get this Flash skin, we need to be one of the best. So
Try
give
it.
your best, Brian.
I will.
After 14 hours of work, give your best.
I will.